Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of G&A Podcast with your host for today. This is Drevidu and
Soberoni.
Yes, and we're here today with another. Oh my, what the fuck? Okay, so I literally just told Soberoni that there was like an ant like on my microphone, and now there's like another bug like on my notebook.
And I literally told him there's an ant colony in his mic. So far it looks like there might be.
Oh my god. Well, before I get slowly taken over by the bugs, if you enjoy this series and you want to show your support, by all means, hit that like button, comment, and or subscribe.
I just want to say, you guys should like this one because we are going through like the hardest time to record this episode between Drew getting swallowed by ants and me being partially blind and us recording on a Monday.
Yeah, we're going through it right now because like the people I don't know who released the anime are like, let's just release it whenever the fuck we want. Fuck Drevidu's plans and Silveroni's plans. They don't matter.
Well, we were gonna record yesterday, but then I was like, I'm blind anyway. We can hold it. I got nothing to do.
So it's been a fun weekend trying to, literally just watch anime. Who knew watching anime in itself could just be so stressful or attempting to do so. But we are finally here, and let's show our appreciation by jumping into the first one. Take it away, Soberoni.
Yeah, first up we have the number 1 ranked show of the season, Kakegurui.
Yo, can I just tell you, even though we had a long conversation about it, what's on any chart, I definitely was ready to talk about Fate Apocrypha.
Yeah, I was expecting Fate Apocrypha to be first, but to be fair, in my opinion, this is my episode of the week, and it is the best episode of Kakegurui yet. So that's my stance on this episode. I think there might be some room for debate.
No, it wasn't bad. It was good. Excuse me, guys. We have a telephone call. Oh god, I know there's a Bluetooth
guest number
song
1
for
calling in.
I know, right? Hey, 1 second, guys. Woo! And we're back.
Good thing you reminded me to silence my phone.
Yeah, I kind of just plugged the phone out the wall. I'll plug it back in eventually.
But yes, best episode of the week for me.
Is it my favorite episode? Maybe it might be mine. I don't know. I feel like I was really distracted this entire week, like just watching the anime and whatnot. But no, this is good. Wait, that's crazy. Why are you still on?
It's the ants,
guys. A call is coming from inside the house. And we're back again.
I'm totally leaving those phone calls in.
What?
I'm leaving those the ringing in.
That's totally fine. So fun fact that no one even called the phone. That literally just happened, and when I looked at the phone, it said, basically the phone itself, like the base of the phone was actually charging the phone itself.
So the ants got it.
Yeah, sure, ants.
We'll eventually get to talking about that.
Yeah, right? And maybe at some point this year. No, it was a good episode. Like, I don't know, for some reason, to me, I just, like, the only thing that sticks out is obviously the girl who literally gets off on adrenaline.
Well, yeah, Crazy Gun Girl was obviously the craziest moment of this episode.
Yeah. Oh, also the concept of like the exchanging deck games, and like also that like pamphlet that kind of dictates their lives forever.
Yeah, that's actually why this was my favorite episode, because like up until now everything's been following this really rigid formula where it's like, oh, there's a new person introduced. She seems normal. Psych, she's actually some crazy cheater at gambling, and then Yumeko has to fight her, and they gamble, yada yada. So it's followed like this really, really samey, rigid formula, but this episode was like exactly what the show needed to have different stakes and like actually expand on the series. Like now that we get this whole thing, it's not just gambling for fun. They're actually like human trafficking these fucking high schoolers with debt. So it's more than just like gambling. It's like trafficking and using gambling as a front. Yeah. I don't know. It gives some stakes to the series other than just Yumeko being like,
no, you're right.
I love gambling.
You're right. It actually does add some dimensions to this anime. I wasn't sighing because I thought it was like underwhelming. I was just sighing because it's just like, that's so extra and illegal.
Well, a lot of stuff that's been going on in this show has been illegal.
This game.
I don't know. Does that school have a gambling permit?
Does
that school have a gambling permit? I don't think so.
I feel like they would. If they have enough power to like.
I feel like you need to be 18 plus to gamble to begin with. I'm pretty sure that's a rule.
I don't know. Anyone from Japan care to
anyone from
verify
Japan
this?
Care to leave in your comments below the like guidelines for gambling in Japan? What kind of permit you need? Age restrictions.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It makes sense that that's like the purpose of it all. Like, it's not just these rich kids who like want to gamble. Plus, it explains the cheating to a degree.
Wait. Are you implying that this trafficking of the students has always been a thing?
I think so.
I don't know. I thought maybe it seemed a little implied that this was new.
Well, even if it is new, it's like it. I don't think the student council just thought of it this episode. At least it was something in the making.
Yeah, I could see that. Speaking of cheating, yeah, that's another thing that
Oh right, we didn't get that this episode.
Question mark.
Like, all right, this episode was
clearly
this is like a two-parter episode, so it did what I wanted Saiyuki to do, but I'm pretty sure this dude is going to cheat in the next episode, but at least for this episode, he didn't cheat. I'm not
even saying that he's cheating. I actually think it's Mary and Yumeko are cheating, because like they said, they're basically saying, hey everyone, you can cheat, just don't get caught. That's literally what they're saying.
So you think they have like some kind of... I don't think that they're if they are working together, I would think it was something like spontaneous. I don't think that they got together before the meeting and were like, all right guys, let's cheat together. Because Mary doesn't like Yumeko and Yumeko doesn't like cheating to begin with.
Yeah, but they're definitely helping each other.
Maybe, but I don't think it's any kind of elaborate cheating thing.
It's not an elaborate cheating thing, but they're definitely like helping each other. God, I forgot how the game went in the blind man's poker.
I did not understand the rules to the game at all. I'm very bad at gambling to begin with, so like I get that you need a pair, and you know everyone sees one card and no one sees the other card, but I forgot the like extra rules to it.
The extra, well, it's I had to watch like a second time to understand. And then the fact that they said, oh, this is for 10 rounds, I'm like, oh, this makes sense. Because it's only 10 rounds. So, with 40 cards. So, and there's 4 of them.
Oh, yeah, I guess
that makes sense.
That makes sense.
So, yeah. So, as the round keeps going on more and more, like, their chances of getting, like, you know, the pairs or a mark, you know, can decrease or increase depending on, well, you know,
that extra level of thought.
Like essentially counting cards? Question mark.
Yeah, if you're like if you actually pay attention to the cards, I guess you would be like a master at this.
Yeah, exactly, and yeah, Mary and Yumeko are using that to their advantage.
I like the focus on Mary too. That was fun.
Yeah, and I love that Mary isn't like a complete like bitch.
No.
She still has plenty of backbone, especially when she gambled all that in. He's like, like, you think I can't see through? You're so obvious. And then she's like, I got a pig, you dumbass bitch.
Yumiko and Mary teaming up and having their like little gambling orgasms is gonna be fucking insane. If they ever do team up, and they're just like freaking out every time. Mark!
That's a pig, you pig!
I hope they just like start high-fiving each other
and ripping off their clothes.
Yeah. They only get along when they're gambling.
Yeah, so it was a good episode. It was a solid one.
I loved it. I guess we shouldn't brush over it, but crazy girl with the gun, even though she served like no real purpose in this episode.
It's so weird that we kind of just ghosted over.
Like, her whole purpose of this episode was like, oh wait, we're lacking crazy people this episode. We need the craziest girl in a school of nothing but crazy people to show up real quick.
Yeah, that's essentially what happened. Like, I mean, I wouldn't say she showed up for no reason. I mean, she's about to save Yumeko from being raped.
I don't know if she saved Yumeko from being raped. Or if
I know. I feel like maybe she saved the guy from getting raped. Because when he held her against the wall, like you couldn't see her eyes, which I was like, oh no, she's about to go all crazy mode.
So is it illegal to bring a loaded revolver to school? Or is that something to do with
probably a little less legal than them gambling?
At first I was like, maybe it's not like a gun. I'm pretty sure it's a real gun.
Yeah, no, it's definitely a real gun. Like, there's no way she's fingering herself over an unloaded gun. Oh, do you remember as she was like talking to herself all crazy and shit? Some girl just opens the room.
Oh yeah, the door
of the bathroom, just like pauses and just closes.
Nope, fuck this.
I'm like, wow, she is like the smartest girl in the school so far.
That's like the one average chicken. Like, what the fuck am I even doing? What the fuck is this anymore?
I can't wait till I transfer back. Can't wait till I transfer back to Tokyo Girls High. Just live a normal life.
Oh my god, there should totally be an episode from the perspective of like that, just one normal girl in the school, and she just passingly sees all this crazy shit going on. Like, my dad is just a real estate agent.
Yeah, right. Oh god.
All right. Anything else to say?
Yeah. No, that's it. Let's move on before we get carried away with the crazy. Next up is Fate Apocrypha.
Yep.
So a lot happened this episode.
Too much happened this episode. That's my biggest complaint.
Oh, actually, for some reason, I don't know. My mom was watching
Fate Apocrypha.
No, she was not watching Fate Apocrypha. I forget what show she was watching. Oh, that's gonna bug me because I love the show. But yeah, House of Cards. She's watching House of Cards while I was watching this. And I'm just like, I don't know which show is more scarier. But
no, the dude, was it Siegfried's master, is like the opposite of what's his name from House of Cards. Frank Underwood.
Yeah, he's the opposite of Frank Underwood. He is literally the opposite. Yes, he is like bumbling. No, well, they're both just as miserable, but yeah, he's a bumbling dumb fuck, and man, I can't. You know what sucks? People like him, they're the ones who live at the end.
You know what? I thought he died just up. He's gonna die next episode. I guarantee he's gonna be dead. He's gonna.
If
be
he
dead next
does, episode. I will literally tap dance on his.
Didn't we call this last episode? I was like, he's not gonna live to episode 5 or past episode 5. I guarantee.
Yeah, we said something like that.
5. No way. He almost got killed already. I
can hope. One can hope. I know. When he got hit him with that spell, I was just like, oh my god, yes, this is it.
Did you notice that there's like too many Greek servants? Like, they're all green.
Yeah, like Kira,
my big fat
like
Greek
Kira,
homie
like they
boy.
all know each other, all homies. Like, and I don't know anything about like Greek mythologies, but apparently Artemis and Achilles, they're both on the same team. They're brother and sister.
I don't know about that whole.
Yeah, and then there's Kiron, who's just like, I can shoot from 5 million miles away. Which, by the way, can I just say, it's such a blessing that we finally have like.
Oh my god, you're gonna say what I was gonna say?
Balanced archers, like archers who don't break the game single-handedly.
I was gonna say something
so
similar.
godlike.
This is the first time we actually do have archers in a Fate series.
Yes, actual archers, like people. Whoa! Emiya does use the bow.
Emiya used the bow once. I used the bow to like throw a sword. That doesn't count.
Yeah, the bow. Okay, so he doesn't have an arrow, but he has a bow.
Halfway there. Look how much progress we made in the past few years.
I know, now we have actual archers, and archers who aren't, like, completely broken as shit.
By the way, they missed the opportunity for, like, an awesome archer fight. Like, as soon as Chiron and Atlanta were out, and I was like, oh, please have this big-ass, like, archer showdown where they just...
Wait, how would be archer showdown? Like, Chiron's range is, like,
Atlanta can move up.
Far.
Atlanta can move up a bit. She just has to move up a bit and be like just sniping back and forth.
Oh, right. Yeah, she'll move up a bit and she'll just totally, move past Siegfried and Berserker.
It isn't hard to move past Siegfried. Right? He ain't doing anything.
Which apparently, like, you have a problem with
Alright, my problem with Siegfried is he's literally the worst servant of all time. I don't, like...
Okay, so from a servant's perspective... first of all, from a servant's perspective, he, like, when you say servant, do you mean, like, in terms of, like, what you're supposed to do as a servant?
I mean, if I was a master and I summoned Siegfried, I would just kill myself, because I'm like, nope, I ain't winning this. I can't work with this.
He's strong.
He's strong, but he's, like, stupid? Like
he's not stupid.
Alright, he's not stupid. He's just not a fighter. Like, he's not a fighter at all.
What are you talking about?
Like
what?
He doesn't use his Noble Phantasm against Achilles, so
he shouldn't have.
He shouldn't have, but he kind of should have too. Like if he did, it wouldn't have made a difference.
Not have.
Like,
that was actually, like the main bad guy said, that's a waste of command seal, which is
he shouldn't have used the command seal to make Siegfried use his Noble Phantasm.
But Siegfried should have
just done it on his own.
Either. That's so like
it's not a waste. No, it's not a waste of Noble Phantasm.
It would have been such a waste.
No, it's not like he has a limited amount of the Noble Phantasm or anything. He would just been like, all right, I'm using my Noble Phantasm, guys. They already know who he is anyway, because he blurted his name out to Karna. Like, there's literally no reason to just jump in the fight and be like, whatever.
Wait. Just because he told Karna doesn't mean that the other two archers know. The other two archers...
I would proceed with the fact that if I told one of the enemy teammates what my name was... I'm trying
to say. You should know by now that everyone on Team Red is not on a united front. They're not. That is very obvious. They do not all know the same
at a certain point, if you told one of them, I mean, what are you covering up anymore? It was like if I had a bank. It's not like I told one of the bank robbers what the code to the vault was, but I didn't tell the other 5. I'm like, oh well, if only one bank robber knows, it's not gonna be.
But like they didn't go. Let me put it this way: they're not going out of their way to share information.
I just feel like he really could have.
Like if they were around and they saw each other, they're like, oh, like we don't even know who the masters are, as they said in the beginning. Yeah. So that's making a lot of assumptions.
All right, fine. Putting that aside, all right, let's put aside whether he uses Noble Phantasm. He still knocked out his master and killed himself. Like, there's no... What's your defense for that?
My defense is that his master's an idiot.
Well, his master is an idiot.
I don't want to fight for him. I don't want to fight for him either.
But that's not why he did. He didn't do it because his master... He's not Gilgamesh. He's not like, well, my master's stupid. I gotta kill him before he kills me. He's like, oh... He still respected his master. His master was like, I wish I could have been a more worthy servant for my dumbass master. He did it purely because he's stupid.
Because he wanted to save the homunculus.
When I was alive, somebody told me to kill myself, so I killed myself. But I realize now that my dream is just to kill myself of my own will. So So I'm
his
just gonna
dream
kill
was to
myself.
save someone as opposed to just murdering people because a bunch of people asked him to do so.
If they did like a in memoriam of Siegfried at the end of the episode or something, you would just see Siegfried being summoned, Siegfried knocking out his master, and then Siegfried killing himself. That would be his in memoriam.
First of all, we all know that he's coming back. So why are you even making like a big stink out of it?
I'm pretty sure he's dead. I'm pretty sure he's dead, and the homunculus who got his heart is going to be like inheriting his power or some shit.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Because
I hope that's what happens.
I hope so too, because I don't want to see Siegfried again.
Okay, well,
also,
I'm so glad you're just full of hate in your heart. For
I don't know. Siegfried rubbed me the wrong way. He could have been done way better. He needed like actual personality and motives and stuff. Also, I don't like how Ruler did Ruler break her own her neutrality thing. I mean, is the homunculus neutral? Is that like?
Yeah, because the homunculus isn't a servant.
I guess so, but I mean, isn't he still No, I guess not. He ran away from the.
No, he ran away.
But yeah, I guess he's neutral, so it's okay for Joan to team up with him.
I mean, as long as she doesn't forge a pact with the homunculus, which I feel like is gonna happen.
You think she's gonna be like? I don't think she can become a servant. No. I mean, I don't know. There's been a lot of rules that have been broken.
Yeah, so I don't know. People cheat all the time in this game.
So also, did Spartacus? Is he dead or is he alive?
I don't think so. I think he was just taken
captured,
captive. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so too.
Because Berserker isn't exactly the smartest tool in the shed.
That was weird. That was alright. I think that leads into the biggest issue I have with the episode is just that, I expected a big, huge Atlanta, Achilles, and Berserker versus the whole black team or whatever.
That would literally be suicide.
But it would have been a fun fight. I was expecting a good overall, just crazy.
That would have been. I understand what you're looking for, but
or maybe
these
even
people
just
actually want to win.
But
they actually want to win.
No, but they did fight. There was a fight to a degree. This was really underwhelming. Spartacus just basically got destroyed, and then Achilles was trying to show off against Berserker and Siegfried, and that didn't go anywhere. And then Atlanta and Chiron just, I don't know, sniped each other a bit. I feel like the fight this episode there was a lot of build up to not much happening in terms of the fight.
Yeah.
Also, there was no Mordred, so 0 out of 10.
There wasn't any Mordred, but there was tons of.
Oh yeah, why was there no Mordred? The last episode ended with with them getting the transmission and Mordred being all cocky, yeah, let's do this. Nope, no Mordred.
Yeah, that was weird that there's no Mordred in this episode. But, it was a very Team Black oriented episode, which I was okay with. But yeah, like I said earlier before the podcast, they're really just driving this Astolfo is best girl narrative.
Astolfo just took the whole spotlight and just swallowed it, and is now the only person that is relevant in the series.
Pretty much.
I think Astolfo's screen time and lines are more than all the other characters put together.
Essentially. Although he's cool. Yeah, and they just really try to drive that home.
Yeah, I like his character, and he's fun to watch. It's better than having Siegfried as me. I don't know.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I just wish they spread a little bit more love to, Atlanta and Frankenstein and
Atlanta
Mordred.
Atlanta had a lot of screen time this episode.
She had, a little bit of screen time.
A decent amount
of.
She was in a fight, and she was talking to Achilles in the beginning.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Anything that's not like a Stoffel level screen time. It's not like she had her own little segment. Right?
Okay, well, no one's going to have Stoffel level screen time, so what's like?
Which is why I say I can't be helped. I wish they would spread it around a bit more.
Yeah, well, I don't know what to tell you that. I don't know. I don't know, for some reason I tend to not like any of these people from the Greek mythology. They're too, like, into themselves for me.
Well, I'm not a big fan of Chiron, but I'm Achilles being a little prideful is kind of cool, and I love Atlantis.
Achilles is cool. Also, yeah, he's, like, actually, like, really strong. Like,
makes sense.
Like, he's easily overpowering, Siegfried.
Yeah, I mean, like, next to Hercules, he's probably, like, the strongest Greek mythos character you can possibly get, so.
Yeah, also, you know who wasn't that strong?
Astolfo?
Berserker.
Which one?
Both, actually.
Well,
neither of them were really strong.
I feel like
Achilles smacked her. He literally just pimp slapped her. like, oh, not important.
Yeah,
slaps her.
These two berserkers aren't that good, but I mean, we're comparing them to like Hercules and Lancelot.
Yeah, who are like incredibly crazy, powerful, strong. So yeah, I think that's why we're like, that's why you were probably surprised when Spartacus got taken so easily, because
I was expecting more of a fight from a berserker. I was expecting him to like just power through everybody.
Yeah, but also it's like a 5-on-1 fight. He wasn't winning. Like,
Hercules could take a 5-on-1. Hercules would beat the shit out of all the team put together.
But Hercules is also Hercules.
Yeah.
Like, I think Hercules is like the only one who could probably take them on, only because his noble phantasm is literally just to keep like dying over and over and over. Everyone else, like even Lancelot, couldn't take them on 5v1.
No, but he would at least give it a good. He would do more than what this dude did. He would definitely at least take some people down with him. He's kind of really agile. He would have been jumping all over the place.
Maybe. Listen, there's no point, and it was a dumb move overall. I don't agree that there should be a 5-on-3 servant fight, like, unless you really just want to lose.
It could be interesting if they did it right. Like, just because it's 5-on-3 doesn't, like, they can retreat and still have a fight, like, while retreating. With Atlanta, like, giving cover fire and shit.
Retreating? How can they retreat when Spartacus just wants to go forward? How does that make any sense?
Grab Spartacus, retreat.
Grab Spartacus.
He was already fucked up, like, to the point of near death by the other team.
So it becomes a 1v5 fight. So it's Atlanta versus everyone, because Achilles has a giant hulking man.
And you said yourself, Achilles was taking out Berserker and Siegfried. He counts for at least 2 to 3 servants. So
no, he can't fight with a giant Spartacus on his back.
Well, fine. Then they meet up with Spartacus and they all fight 3v5. But Achilles is strong enough that he counts.
They all meet up with him. Where is he going?
They meet up with Spartacus.
He doesn't have a leg.
Before all of that, like at the beginning of the episode, they all just met up with each other and just fucking went ham. I was just expecting a bigger fight than Spartacus getting
the whole point of why all this happens is because Spartacus isn't listening to anyone. That's the
getting
whole point.
one-shotted and then fucking 5 seconds of Achilles pimp slapping Berserker and Siegfried and then running away, and then
he wasn't one shot. He was just restrained.
He was pretty much one-shotted. I mean, like take out his leg and then wait for Vlad to show up and just impale him real quick.
Yes, Vlad. Oh yeah, I'm biased towards Vlad. I like him.
I just wish they did more with the fight. That's all. Just wish there was more with the fight.
I liked the episode. I like that Siegfried died on his own terms. Even though they totally just did that. They totally just did that. He was literally just like plot. His name, hi, my name is plot progression.
Yeah, no, he was a big plot device. Also, I don't feel comfortable with like a saber dying so early when the saber is supposed to be like, oh, super awesome, best class, and the first servant to die is just a saber.
Yeah, well, I'm glad the other guy's not a master anymore. So
for now,
well, at least
maybe
not yet. Yeah, right.
Else. Maybe he'll contract with Spartacus.
That's actually very like what's the word I'm looking for? Appropriate. Yeah, that's actually very appropriate. An idiot for an idiot.
Sounds fair. All right, let's go.
Yeah, let's move on. To
Centaur.
Yeah, Centaur. No, Ayami. I don't know. I think this episode like might be my episode of the week.
This was it's cute and weird. It was a really cute, weird episode.
It was. I kind of liked it. I just liked it. Like, literally, once again, same like propaganda for a democratic lifestyle. Like, they literally just sneak it in. Literally, a fairy tale talks about, like, they reference it through a fairy tale at the beginning. They reference it through a magical girl show. Yeah, it's like even.
Literally propaganda, like actual propaganda. Like, you just get it in little small bits. They don't like expand on it or anything.
Yes, and they don't throw it in your face, but it's like it's enough that you're like, what's that? I love it.
Also, are they like, is this like a socialist republic or something? I'm guessing. I mean,
I don't think so, because they're all talking about democracy.
They're talking about democracy, but then they're like, voting is cool and all, but not really, because then the minority doesn't have a good say. So like, I'm interested. Is this like a continual, like, there's voting, but then there's also like everyone has to be in agreement for something to move forward, otherwise it doesn't get done, like they did with the student council. Like, when what's her name?
Yeah, I know. It's almost like a battle of like ideologies. Yeah, like at first it seemed like this kind of like tolerant totalitarianism like regime going on with some socialism mixed in there, and now it's like this whole episode is like democracy. So that's very interesting. So yeah, they just have it's like battling ideologies at this point, which I find very fascinating.
Yeah, interesting political environment in this slice of life show that they've got going.
Yeah. Also, like, I don't know why they were like going so hard on like, oh, well, we all haven't come to like resolution or everything, and then she's like, it's 4:00, I need to get home. And they were like, but socialism, and she's like, kiss my I had to feed my family, and I'm like, what is wrong with these kids?
I think that's the other aspect. I think it's like a society where it's like work is valued over the family, I guess, or like just getting things done. I don't know, because the way they made it sound, especially with the father and stuff, like, oh, he's working.
Yeah, exactly. Like, oh, this is the work for his soul, but he has to actually work. Yeah. And they're like, huh?
So I think that there is like this drive where it's like work first, then family, and also democracy.
Yeah, I can't believe that girl had the nerve to come up to the angel girl, Mitama, and was like, yeah, I know we were a little behind, but like, this is our like youth. Like, isn't this our time to be like this? And she's like, the fuck are you talking about?
I know like, you have to feed your family and shit, but like, I mean, it's our youth though.
Exactly. I was like, y'all on some next level shit. You need to get some friends or something. Ugh.
Also, my love for her went up, like, way up this episode, because she does not take any shit from anybody.
Yeah, this is a good episode for her. I didn't expect this episode like so early in the series, so like for them to focus on Mitama. Also, but speaking of girls who are solidified, yeah, like Akechi.
Yeah,
she just chopped straight to first place this episode. Oh, that was a great scene. All the kids are like, "Oh my god, let's all kiss each other because we're young. Kissing each other is cute." And then for some reason, the little centaur Shino, I think,
it was like Shino, I think, yeah.
And she was all like, "No, only I can kiss her because I really love her." And then they're all like, "What are you talking about?" And then they're like, "Oh, you can kiss each other, but you guys can't kiss each other." Oh yeah, I think they asked Mitama to kiss some Hime.
Yeah.
And then Mitama's like, girls, you don't kiss each other when they grow up." And then they're like, "They don't? Nope." And then it's like, cue the lesbians.
Literally just like appear on frame. Like, did somebody just mention kissing other girls?
Yeah, right? Hi. Oh, we can't kiss other girls. And then Akechi just slaps a big one on her girlfriend. And then starts, like, coming after the kids, kind of. Oh, my God. But, yeah.
I hope there's an episode just on them. Like, their daily life and shit. Like, oh, that'd be so great.
God, yes. It needs to be. God. I think that's probably why Akechi. That's why Centaur no Nayami like shot up this week in terms of like the score thing, because before it was all the way at the bottom. It's still towards like the bottom, but like it's more like middle.
Yeah, I love how it spreads the like there was no Nozomi. There was the usual crew wasn't really a part of this episode. It was a lot of focus on the kids and Mitama.
Yeah, that was super cute. And also, I definitely called it from, like, the moment she showed up in that little girl's room, I knew there's something wrong with that girl.
Your Sixth Sense vibe went off. And
oh, yeah.
M. Night Shyamalan wrote this episode.
Yeah, I felt like he wrote this
It feels like he wrote this whole series, actually.
To be fair, he does have some, he is very hit or miss.
Yeah, maybe it's one of his hits.
But yeah, like the girl sat down and played with the little baby, and they do this kind of shot where like you don't see her face directly.
Yeah, I went back and rewatched it to see if they like other kids ever interacted with her, and they never really interact with her. She's just kind of passively there.
Yeah, the moment she sat in and they had that shot, I knew something was off about her. I was like, I'm keeping an eye out for her.
So just random ghost this episode.
And she was a ghost. They're like, oh, what was that? There's a spirit. And then they're like, what? And then, funny enough, Mitami and her dad are just like, what should happen?
Yeah, sometimes there's ghosts here, whatever.
Someone tried to ghost away my kid. Good luck, right?
Whatever. Ghost every once in a while comes through, plays with the kids.
Yeah, I don't know. They're just like, I don't know, this might have been my episode of the week because they're just like such little things about this episode that it gives such like a nice quirky weird time.
Oh, even like in the beginning of the like the first half of the episode where Hime's mom and Shiho's mom were just like chilling with each other. That was kind of nice. I don't know, just like a lot of nice parts. Yeah, it is
overall just really well done episode. Like, even though it's one of those animes where nothing happens, it feels like stuff is happening. It's like not a lot.
Everything is completely in the details. Like if you just lay out what happened, like they just went to a park and then came back, but like it's everything else that's happening around them that's so interesting.
Yeah, exactly. It's a lot of undertone everywhere. Yeah, it's a good episode. It made me happy.
All right.
Yep. Moving on to Hajimete no Gao.
Did this episode make you happy?
Like, I don't know. It didn't make me happy. It didn't make. No.
No,
I take that back. It didn't make me upset. That's what I meant to say.
Oh, what upset you in this episode?
No, it didn't. It didn't make me as upset as I thought it would be. I mean, his friends are like still very gross as always, but like
that's their role. That's what they're gonna be.
Yeah. No. They're still entertaining, and then And then for a second, I thought they were cool because they were like, "Oh, no matter what, we're your friends."
Oh,
yeah,
I saw that
great.
coming from a mile away.
And then they found out he had a girlfriend, and they were like,
Fuck
this shit, we out." Excuse me. But even then, they were still helping him. I don't know. And I put it in parentheses because I'm just like, do straight guys act like that at that age? Like,
yes.
I feel like it was almost like maybe is there a chance that they're just like maybe like exaggerating
a little bit, but yes.
Yeah, that's like crazy. But I can confirm that the karaoke room thing, like that actually is like a thing.
Yeah,
at least in Korea.
That's definitely I heard about that happening in Japan too, where it's that like those signs exist that they saw in the karaoke room. Like,
yeah.
Please do not use this as like a fuck room. For your orgies or whatever.
God.
Also, I felt really. This is like the first time. Well, not the first time, but like the first episode that made me feel really, really bad for sexualizing Yamiko. Like, she's so innocent and cute.
She is, and nope, they're just like.
Like, she just wants to sing songs and have fun.
She literally just wants to sing songs and have fun and. And that was so cool how she, like, blew off,
the nose hair?
Yeah. I'm like, I actually want to try I actually want to try that. Because, like, she didn't do it in a way that was, like, oh, baka. Like, you know, she wasn't being all, typical, like tsundere, like, response. Like, baka, I can't do this. Kimo. Like,
yeah, no.
You know, she just in a very cool way, just, like, dodged it.
Yeah, and she's not stupid either. She was aware what he was trying to do.
Exactly. That's why I truly love. Like, it's so crazy how much I love her from this episode, and she literally like had such few lines of dialogue.
Yeah.
That didn't really mean much, but like this spoke so much about her, even though this whole thing was from his point of view.
Yeah, I really want an episode focusing on her point of view because I want to see why she's in this. My guess is she just wants a boyfriend and wants to experience love and stuff.
God.
She's like super
yeah,
cute.
it's gonna make me really sad.
Yeah.
It's gonna make me really sad.
I felt bad because she's over here like, I just want to have a good time. And he's like, I need to fuck her. Like, really quickly, somehow, in this room.
Yeah, he's kind of the worst.
So I'm like, that kind of makes me feel scummy. In me.
Yeah, it should. Guys, don't be like that. This is not a good example of what you should be like if you are in high school and you're watching this anime.
Any age you're watching.
Or if you're at any age, don't be like this. I don't know. And also the whole dating and popularity thing, I found that interesting. Cause I wouldn't even call it popularity. Cause like when I dated people, I was never like popular per se. But to be fair, my dating life was a little bit in high school was a little bit more interesting than others. And I'm gonna leave it at that without going into any further detail.
I mean, they're definitely playing up the popularism part of like you're not gonna be super popular unless you're like in 5th grade or something. But
yeah, exactly. Like if you were middle school and you were dating someone, then it was like, oh my god, he's a girlfriend.
But I think what they do well is the whole like dynamic of how guys read too much into it. Because if you go online, I'm pretty sure any guy I'm talking to knows. You go online, there's like a million blogs. Or if a girl like sits like 3 feet away from you, but not 4 feet, but like 3 feet, that means she wants your dick. And then if like she winks at you once but not twice, then it's good. Like that over analysis type thing. When it's really like just the girl's just being normal, and then the guy's like reading her every move. Like, oh wait, did she start unbuttoning her shirt? Is she like, what song is she singing? So,
oh god,
I think it's a good job of parodying the over analysis that guys do when they're with.
Yes, it's very well done. This is actually just really good episode. Oh, the inner dialogue that the main character had, that was that part was like amazing. Multiple personalities, and then the cool one came. The cool guy, quote unquote, came out. Yeah, that was pretty good.
Great. Yeah. Also, like, he wasn't so spineless. Like, he actually did try to go for a kiss. He's not, like, super, like...
Yeah, no, he's good. Too bad. My heart really goes out to, like, that other girl who was, like, clearly just so into him.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I'm just like, why are you into such a gross person? I will never know.
Oh, my God. I hope Yami's friend doesn't, like, start shit, because you see her at the end of the episode just, like, looking, like,
Oh, yeah, she's definitely starting some shit.
And she wanted to go to karaoke with her last episode, and she's like, oh, this she's trying to make this guy come between us. Like, she's definitely going to start shit.
Kill him. Yeah. Also, shout out to that guy who's, like, really just a one-trick pony with the pedophilia. I hope he just gets arrested.
That is literally his... That's just listen.
That is literally like they really haven't committing to that. Like,
yep, that's it. That's like if you get one line in a movie and you just make the best of it. Like, that's it.
Yeah, except it's a line about being a pedophile. So is it really the best of it?
You know what? I think every single line he does say is about being a pedophile. I gotta like go back.
It really is. I'm not being. It's not. Yeah, we're not being like figurative about this, guys. This is actually like he literally just talks about every time. He's like. Words. But, like, does she have a little sister?
Like in 4th grade or something?
Yeah. So, yeah, that's Hajimete no Gal. I think we said what we needed to say about that. Yes. Let's move on to Hitorimi, my hero. So... This episode is interesting.
I was going to say, I'm waiting for you to say what you think of this episode, because, like, I'm conflicted on this episode a lot.
This episode is interesting because it actually almost kind of went down the Netsuzou Trap route. Like, it got there. It was going there. It was going there, except, you know, Hasekawa isn't, like, a crazy manipulative bitch like certain people.
We'll get there in a couple of minutes.
But yeah, so I don't even know like where like to start with this. So basically, in this episode, I feel like it's both of their faults. Like Kensuke is still like just a giant blubbering idiot.
I still can't stand him. Like, I cannot stand Kensuke. Even at the end of this episode, I'm just like, he's a little better, but no.
Yeah, no. Easily the worst character. But Hasekura, on the other hand, his... Like, at first, we were all, like, defending him just because we hated Kensuke so much. We hate him so much. But then I, like, reading... But then as I watched it, I was like, you know what? That's kind of, That's a bit fucked up to ask.
Yeah, the way they reiterated it was just like, listen, you're sleeping with me, or we're not talking to each other anymore.
Yeah, I'm like that's kind of.
We were never
a fucked up ultimatum.
I never saw you as a friend. Either you're sleeping with me, or we're not doing anything.
Yeah, that was a fucked up ultimatum to present to like a high schooler who literally just wants to be friends with you, to the point where he's like, yeah, sure, you can like kind of sexually violate me.
Oh yeah, that part was really scummy when they were on the roof.
Yeah, I'm just like, wow, this seems a little familiar.
So, if I let you molest me for 5 minutes, can we be friends? Sure, why not?
And then, but see, here's the difference. Hasekura has a conscience and is like, yeah, what I did probably wasn't the best thing, because that didn't like. Hasekura tried so hard, just to like hammer it in, and even though anyone with half a brain cell could see what he was trying to do, but unfortunately, that's a half of the brain cell too much for Kensuke. So Kensuke was just like, nope, they still don't get it. It's, I don't know. So it just made me very.
Is their arc done? Is this the end of their arc?
God, I hope so.
Can we get on to the other
God,
one?
I really just
Like
want to go back
Segawa and what's his and the other guy.
I feel like Setagawa in the episode they were like, it was like hints of Setagawa's arc happening.
Yeah.
Like, or like the prelude to it.
I feel like it's gonna be so much more compelling than this Kensuke Hasakura thing.
Like, and this arc would have been really good too, but Kensuke's just such an
like they did this whole blubbering idiot thing for him, which doesn't work.
Yeah, like, and it's so weird because, like, it works for Yuma and Hatori. Is that her name?
Oh, in Netsuzou Trap.
Netsuzou Trap.
Hotaru.
Yeah. Hotaru. Thank you. Yeah. It works for them very well for a lot of different reasons.
Well, to be fair, he was just nowhere near the denseness of Kensuke. Like, she's dense, but she ain't that dense.
Yeah, but she kind of pretends that she is, which is almost as bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get to that later. But I don't know. It's just hard to keep them apart from each other, just because there's such parallel between the two series. One episode.
This episode looked like it came straight out of Netsuzou Trap, except not, because it had satisfying conclusions that wrapped everything up.
Exactly. It was satisfying. Like it's weird. It's like I don't know. I don't want to say that they get together. Like, you don't really know. Like, they're really
it's very
it's like question mark.
Yeah, there's a lot of implications. Like, they're in the same bed, but they never really say that they're dating.
Exactly, and they don't kiss either. But they're definitely like holding each other in a very intimate way.
Yeah.
So I feel like their relationship is still gonna keep like progressing to them being boyfriends while we get to focus on like the real good story of Setagawa and Kosuke, aka no longer Netsuzou Trap, now it's Kuzenong.
Yeah, now it's Kuzenong. Oh god, the other woman's gonna be the new Akane.
Oh god. Oh, they already have a redheaded woman. Shit, you're right. They already have a new Akane. Fuck.
No, it was overall, I think, a good episode.
It was
way better than last week.
Definitely so. It's good. I'm looking forward to the next one. Hopefully, lots more Setagawa in it.
All right, Saiyuki.
Moving on to Saiyuki no Reload. Saiyuki Reload Blast.
I definitely like this one more than.
Come on, let me hear it.
I definitely liked it more than last.
I knew you would, because this it had a really good. It had a good twist at the end.
Yeah, this had a twist, which was my problem. Last week was like it was just so straightforward. This one it had a decent twist, and the whole bird, was he like the vulture keeper? Like, I knew something was up with him, but not to like. I wasn't expecting him to be the gray robber.
Yeah, like I was like, oh, it's too. I like the fact that he was still a bad guy, but for like a different reason.
Yeah, he's not just like, I'm evil because like he had motives.
But like he wasn't like the one kidnapping everyone. Like, he wasn't doing the things that he said. So it's like, oh, so he's innocent, and then he's like, nope, I'm still guilty.
I'm just guilty in another thing. That's all.
Exactly. He's so guilty that I'm going to drug Goku and try to kill him.
I feel like Goku gets a lot. Was this the case? Like, has this always been the case where he just gets the most dialogue and screen time?
Goku? No.
Because I feel like
this was a Goku-centered episode.
But even like in the other two episodes, I feel like he gets a ton of screen time.
What?
Maybe it's just like he's more.
Okay, he does. I will admit, he does tend to get more dialogue. Now I think about it.
Yeah.
He tends to get slightly more, and you know who doesn't get out more?
Hakai.
I feel like. Oh yeah, Hakai could always use more, but even less so than that, Sanzo.
Yeah, that's the other thing. I feel like Sanzo's just there in the background, looming. Yeah,
and like he has like his moments where once again where he like like literally will shoot at Gojo or Goku for one reason or another, which is cool, but it's like I appreciate just a little bit more interaction with them. Like, just, like, a wee bit more interaction between, like, the four. It's a little bit involving, like, Sanzo. Like, Hakai still has, like, his niche. And I don't think he's, like, you know, compared to Sanzo, he definitely has more. Like, he says what he needs to say and yada, yada. I'm okay with it, even though he is my favorite of the four. But yeah. No, this is, like, a good episode, and I like they're showing like a more like level-headed, I wouldn't say conniving, but a more like like a more savvy kind of person when it comes to like just like bureaucracy in general. Like he was like, oh yeah, like when he came to the town, he was like, oh yeah, this is Sanzo, a Sanzo priest who like is religious and shit. Like he can stay in the town, but you should give us like free room and board. Like he would, Hakai from the old series would never do that. Like,
was he more like stoic or something?
Not so stoic, but he was just like a nice guy. He was just like, I just say nice and funny quips and then blow people away with my ki blast. Like, that was kind of his thing. But now they're, like, making him, like, a little bit more evolved. Like, he's handling the finances.
They should totally make, like, a Dynasty Warriors style game with this, by the way. If they haven't
That
already.
would be ingenious. Oh, my God. I feel like they should. Literally genius. Although, like, it would be cool with, like, everyone except for Sanzo. Because Sanzo, you just fire a gun. Like, his weapon is a gun. It's actually just a gun. And then every now and then where there's, like, a big baddie, he'll say his chants and, like, what's the word? Exorcise a demon. Like, a really big, bad one. Other than that, he just uses the gun.
I did feel like this episode lacked a bit of the action that the other two had, but I guess it wasn't really meant to have that kind of action.
Yeah, this is definitely more like a reflective episode.
Yeah, which I'm fine with. I'm glad it had that twist in it. Otherwise, it would have been a really boring episode.
Yeah. It also like just highlighted how like very simple like Goku's level of thinking is.
Yeah.
When it comes to like death and stuff, because he was just like, wait, what? I don't want to think about this. And then
people die when they're killed.
Yeah, he's a Emmy off the old block. Oh God. Which is ironic that his thinking, like his train of thought, is still so simple. Because fun fact, he's actually the oldest out of all four of them.
I figured it would be something like that. Was he like, I don't know, frozen in time or something?
Not frozen in time. He was sealed away.
Close enough.
No, like he was alive and everything. He literally was just like imprisoned. Yeah, all in all, for Saiyuki, it was a good episode.
Yeah, I think so too.
Enjoyed it. Let's move on to
Hero Academia.
Boku no Hero Academia,
which was almost my episode of the week, almost, because it was still like a really fucking good episode. Speaking of lacking action in certain other series like Fate, this one made up for it.
Wait, did you say Fate was lacking action?
Yeah, in Apocrypha this week?
I thought there was like fighting everywhere.
In Fate? We were just arguing about how the battle
there were
was
like
just like
3 different fight scenes.
Like
they were fast. There were fast
fight scenes. One-shotting Spartacus, a quick couple of shots between Atlanta and Chiron, and then 5 seconds of Achilles bitch slapping Berserker and Siegfried.
Fine, whatever.
This was like 23 minutes of just pure action. Between Ida.
Really?
It was, though.
It was, but at the same time, it was like done that very like somewhat annoying DBZ style.
No, I don't think so. There was good
Not
chunks
as obnoxious. Not as obnoxious.
All right, well, obviously it wasn't 23 minutes of just
obnoxious.
like one 23-minute long fight scene, because that would probably cost $1 million to make. But as far as fighting episodes go, there was a ton of fighting in it and intermixed with
yeah,
like,
no, you're
reflective
right.
parts.
You're right. I just really didn't like the whole Ida thing. Like, from day one, I wasn't a fan of it.
What, his revenge thing?
Yeah, because that was just so unreasonable and like just unrealistic, and like they tried to make a Sasuke character out of someone who's not a Sasuke character.
But like,
and
I get it. Like, if your like, he idolized his brother, so if his brother was like, I mean, if I had a brother and I idolized him, and then suddenly he got in a fight and was disabled or whatever, I'd probably be pretty pissed.
Okay, but would you literally like, okay, but I'm gonna go after the guy who can easily manhandle my brother, who's way more powerful than I am.
It's stupid, but like, he's obviously like emotional right now, so I give him a pass.
Yeah, there's emotional, and then there's like, I want to live. Like, at least, like, you know, when Sasuke, I don't even feel right comparing the two, because like, Sasuke, for one, he went through it. I'm sorry, compared to what Ida did, Sasuke went through it. He lost his whole family to his brother, and then, of course, he goes after his brother. That makes sense. He's really mad.
Looks like we got a Sasuke really apologist in our hands.
I'm not a Sasuke apologist. Like, no, that makes sense that he went totally crazy, because literally his whole clan was wiped out by his own like brother. And then when his brother dies, he realizes like, oh, this was all done because the Leaf told me to. And then he goes and gets revenge on the Leaf. But like, you know, at the summit, he didn't just be like, hey, I'm here, bitches. What's up?
We don't have to. The new standard for revenge doesn't have to be living through a mini Holocaust.
No, it doesn't have to be. But like, my point is, like, when he was like, even like when he realized like, oh my god, it's actually the Leaf's village fault that like my entire clan is dead, and that my brother killed them, and that now my brother is dead because that's pretty much the same reason. Like, yeah, he could have just gone and like waving his electric sword saying, oh, I'm here, bitches. But no, he crafted a really solid plan, and guess what? Kill the Hokage.
Yeah, I think you're giving way too much credit as far being like cool and calculated and stuff. Like, he's cool, but he isn't as calculated as like Midoriya is. You know, like, he can give in to passion. I don't think it's out of character for him to just be like headstrong. Like Sasuke was always there's like calculating and shit. Like, I don't know, Ida doesn't strike.
Why he saw his brother, and then the first time like, immediately just got his ass rocked.
Post Orochimaru, he was always like calculating and shit. But I guess Ida is just kind of like normally cool and collected, but not necessarily as calculating as Midoriya or Todoroki. Like, if Todoroki, like, if something happened to Todoroki's mother and he went crazy, and then I'd be on your side and be like, that's kind of out of character, but
I don't know. I just feel like Ito just went like way too crazy and just like, I'm gonna fight you now. Let me run at you really fast.
I'm sorry, that's kind of his power. All he can do is run at him really fast.
I know that's maybe I feel like they did it to like the wrong person. Maybe it was someone who was like more like if this was Bakugo, I can understand.
But even Bakugo, I would say, is more calculating than Ida.
Oh, but if his like family member was like,
well, yeah, he'd be like stupid and charge head.
No, exactly, he'd lose his fucking mind.
But he like, wouldn't be as
lose
dumb
sane, and then all logic would go out the window. But he has enough.
But does he?
He has a destructive enough ability.
Does he have anyone he cares about?
I don't know, but my point is he has a destructive enough ability that like actually, you know, makes sense. Like that can actually do something. He does just like it's like you knew what was gonna happen. He's gonna find this guy. Hi, like this is Stain, and he's like, oh, I must fight you. Gets beaten. Like I don't know. I just didn't like that. Although I did like the whole Midoriya versus. Yeah, but yeah, the fights with Midoriya and with Todoroki. That's when the episode was like amazing.
I did like how they give Stain like his power wasn't as simple as just like, oh, if I cut you, you can't move. Like they actually do the whole thing with blood type, and he has to lick your blood.
That's actually very well done.
Yeah. It explains why he's always licking his blades too.
Exactly, because he's like trying to paralyze people. That's cool. Also, I didn't know that the warp villain had blood, was able to bleed, but apparently he is. And now we know that because he was also paralyzed.
Also, I feel like that's an inherently evil. Like, I don't think you could be a hero when your ability is I have to stab you and lick your blood to stop you from moving.
Yeah, like as a kid, how did you find that out?
Yeah, like, oh well, this is pretty much just villain territory. That's all I can be now. How are you saving anybody?
Like, oh my god, like what? At what point do you take someone else's blood and put it in your mouth? Like, that's actually really gross. I don't know. But yeah, no, it was a very good fight. I love, what I do love about this episode is, once again, it's just another episode that highlights Todoroki's growth as, like, a person.
Oh, yeah.
Like, the fact that he got closure from his mom, like, allowed him to work with his father because he's no longer clouded with like the thoughts of like, oh my god, I hate him, I can't be associated with him. He was like, okay, I hate your guts and you're an awful person, but you are the second best hero in existence today, so I'm gonna swallow my pride and work for you anyways. And he did that on his own volition, even though I thought, like, you know, I said earlier that this guy, like, I thought his dad just took him away. I was like, oh, you're working for me and you're gonna like it. But no, that was actually his own decision. And I actually respect him a lot for that.
Oh, yeah, I like him a lot more. And I also like how they kind of show, like, they remain ambiguous on, well, like, Endeavor is, they show him as, like, yeah, he's an evil, abusive dude, but he's also a really, really fucking good hero because he has, like, insight and instinct to know when shit's gonna happen and actually be there to stop it. So it's not like black and white, this dude's just an evil asshole. Like, yeah, but he's also actually really good at fighting and being a hero.
Still even that.
I mean, he's like still an evil asshole, but he's also a good.
Like that's just saying like he's really good at his job. Like that's it.
Yeah, and his job happens to be saving people. So it's like, I don't know. You could write a whole like postmodern literary work on this dude. If you want to be really pretentious.
Yeah, right. Don't do that. Don't be that person.
Endeavor spinoff.
Ew, kill me. Speaking of wanting to die, let's get into our last anime of the lineup for today. Netsuzou Trap. Pretty much starting off really strong right out the gate with a very ecchi bath scene between the girls, where Hotaru kind of pretty much just sexually assaults her best friend.
I'm glad Yuma is aware that she is borderline being raped by Hotaru. Like, I'm glad she's just aware.
I love how she said, quote, like, I literally wrote it in quotes, I thought you were going to rape me. And I'm like, that's kind of what happened. Yeah. That is what happened. Like, hello?
Which is why I don't think she's as dense as Ken's kick. She's like, alright, so she's aware that she's definitely being sexually assaulted.
Yeah, but, like, I don't know. My heart goes out to her because it's like, once again, like, drawing parallels from this and Hitorimi, My Hero, where she's like, I want this person as my friend, but I also have romantic feelings, but I don't know what to do with them, so I'm just like, I could stop Hotaru from doing this to me, but I'm not going to.
Yeah. I think it's like an underlying, like, yeah, I want Hotaru to stop, but I don't want to lose her as a friend.
But I also don't want her to stop.
But I also don't want
her to stop. Because, you know, Hotaru pointed it out, like, very well, in that very manipulative, bitchy way that she always does. She's like, you know, I'm tiny and you can easily overpower me,
like,
but
the best
you never
part.
do.
Like, I can't rape you because
and I was just like, oh, God. I was like, that hurts. But, you know, I guess when you're, but, you know, God, like...
I mean, she does push her away the second time this episode.
Oh, yeah, like...
Which I thought they could have done better. Like, they should have actually showed her smacking her or, like, shoving her or something instead of, like...
She pushed her away because she didn't want to get caught. Which apparently didn't help.
Yeah, it didn't help.
Too late for that. You passed that train, unfortunately. But yeah, like... I don't know. I guess it just shows that, you know, when you're being held captive emotionally, like, it doesn't matter that you can, you know, literally push her off you if you feel like your emotion, if she's just manipulating your emotions into making you feel like you can. Oh my God.
So deep. I
know, it is. It's so... Like, it's just so crazy. And then it's just like... And now Fujiwara is officially, like, a player. Now that he knows. Like, he's a player. And
no, I can't wait to see what kind of douchebaggy asshole things he does to blackmail these two.
Like, and it's so awkward because it's like... It's literally like emotional abuser versus emotional abuser. Like...
Also, it's clear he does not give a shit that Hotaru is hooking up with. Like, he wasn't mad at her.
He doesn't care.
Not give a fuck.
He doesn't care. He literally, like, he cares a little. He cares enough that
he cares because he can use it to his advantage to manipulate her.
Exactly. Because now he can manipulate his own girlfriend. Like, he's blackmailing his own girlfriend. Probably doing it into having sex with him, which is what she... Well, she wasn't blackmailing. She was, but she was doing it in, like, a totally different sense of the word. Like, he's just doing it, like, the straightforward way. She's just kind of like, oh, yeah, you should probably be my friend, and I'm so lonely without you, and da-da-da-da. So it's like a blackmail. It's like the same shit, but, like, it's like different sides of the same coin.
So yeah, what this series is right now is just two, like, abusive assholes dating, preying on an innocent dude and an innocent girl trying to get together.
I mean, he's not, I wouldn't... Hold on one second. It's fine. It's fine, because, I wouldn't say that he's even preying on, like, the innocent guy. I mean, he's using him, kind of. I don't know, it makes me wonder if he's... I just don't know what his intentions are. Because he could easily just be trying to, like, break them apart.
Yeah, like, maybe, but I have...
Because, like, why else would he force them up? Like, why else would he say, oh, well, now we're going to be together so that, Yuma can finally get laid by a dude.
I guess so. I mean, he's not necessarily preying on him, but I'm pretty sure he's going to prey on... Well, he's definitely going to prey on Hotaru, and I wouldn't be surprised if he uses it to prey on Yuma too.
He's going to? We already passed this. He's already preying on her. It is literally an episode of Eat, Pray, Love. But yeah. No, oh god. This episode is just like so much stuff's gonna happen now.
I kind of predict that they're not gonna sleep together. Like Hotaru and her boyfriend are gonna sleep together, but
Yuma, that's gonna be the worst part. Yeah, he's definitely gonna semi-rape her. Like, well, no, right? I guess it is just rape at this point because she doesn't want it. But he's like not giving her much of an opinion because he's using her feelings for Yuma, and I'm just like, Jesus, this is so convoluted.
Remember when I said this was like a mini Kuzu dog?
Yep, you aren't kidding. I kind of love it. I kind of hate it at the same time. So yeah, I don't know. How I feel about it may change depending on like how Fujiwara feels. Because I'm not saying what he's doing is right, but like if he's doing this from a place of like I'm hurt because you're like cheating on me.
Oh yeah,
with, like your best friend. That'd be great, but I feel like we know that's not.
There's like a 99.9% chance that that's not the case.
Well, I tried being...
Well, yeah, at least you're trying to be fair.
I'm trying to be fair. Yeah, well... I think... Wait, any last words on it?
Nope, can't wait to see next week when shit hits the fan again.
Oh, yeah. Who else is going to be manipulated into doing stuff that they don't want, but... doesn't have a choice because reasons. Who knows? Well, what we do know is that this is the end of our podcast, and we had fun. This is a good week. I just feel like we had a lot to talk about. Like, there's a lot of good stuff to talk about. This is a very reflective week for me. Like, it just made me think a lot about like my own life. Like, a lot of these episodes just felt very relatable in one way or another.
Yeah, that was a good mix of relatability in these.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Also, just a quick note, because now that I said that, back to Centaur no Yami, why it was such like my favorite episode of the week. Like that feeling of when you're telling a kid, oh yeah, guys, guys only kiss girls and girls only kiss guys. Like, we don't do that when they grow up, right? And then I just think of myself, and I'm just like, huh. I don't know, it just makes you think, like, how am I going to have to explain this to my kids growing up? I can't exactly say that.
Do you also have 2 lesbian animal girls walk in on you and kissing?
No, I wish. Maybe that'll make things easier.
That's how you explain it to your kids. Now you know.
Yes. Now we all know. So if you guys like my new way of how I'm going to rear my children, by all means, like, comment, and subscribe. And until then, we'll catch you guys next week.
Yep.
Bye.
Later, guys.